I'm Ian Giles. I'm here with livebait.tv with Dan Iaboni, and we're going to talk about parkour. For people that don't know, what is parkour?
Parkour is an art that involves emphasizing the abilities of the human body to travel from one point to another in either the natural or urban environment. So basically with parkour you're able to travel basically anywhere over whatever obstacle, whatever path, and sort of create your own path through the world.
Can you tell us, where does this sport originate from? What's the roots?
The roots came from France, from a guy by the name of David Bell's father, and David Bell's father was in the Vietnam War, and he learned in that war that when you need to run and escape, it doesn't matter what's in front of you, you just need to run, and you need to be able to run over fallen logs or hills or whatever. And so basically he trained his son under the same principle, and when they moved to just a city outside of Paris, they realized, well, there's no more forest here. Can we apply this sort of philosophy and outlook to the city? And basically that's where parkour came from. It's that whole mentality transferred to the city.
How did you discover this parkour?
I came across a video on the internet, and the video basically blew my mind because it was something I'd never seen before, and it was so fresh and new that I said, well, you know, I got to go out and try this. And once I went out and tried it, it was sort of just this thing where it became a challenge to me, sort of in a way that I wanted to become like those guys in the video. I wanted to see how far I could push my body and how much I could learn on my own.
So the process of learning for you was self-taught through, what was it? Maybe
it was tough. Basically at the beginning, since there were so few people doing parkour, we would watch the videos and then we would go outside and basically try to copy what these guys were doing and fool around for hours trying to figure out how do these guys do it in the video. And so we'd watch the video, go outside, try, run back home, watch the video some more. Oh yeah, you know, they go with that foot or this, and go back outside again, try more and more and more. You know, the good thing about what we do now is there's, you know, 5 or 6 of us at the top that have exhausted the trying process, and we're able to just break it down really simple for these guys out here now. So it's a whole new ball game for the guys who come into parkour nowadays.
You've started the group here in Ontario, and have you had contact with you know, groups in Europe or some of the sort of French roots of that?
Yeah. Last year I had the pleasure of touring the States with David Bell and doing a little tour with him, and then afterwards he invited me back and I spent 3 months in France training with the French guys. And so it was sort of the background to what I do. All the pieces of the puzzle came together and it sort of went full circle, and I got to meet those guys from the first video I watched. And after that it was sort of like, okay, you know, I know what I'm doing now, and it's just a matter of practicing, learning a little bit better, and then going out and helping these guys out here.
You don't need much to get started, just like a pair of running shoes and your body. And
basically, yeah.
Is there, you know, can anybody do it? Is it pretty accessible?
I basically say to everybody, you know, anyone can possibly do it. You know, we're all humans. We were all built the same way. None of us have really a disadvantage. And you know, really all you need is a comfortable pair of shoes and some clothing out there that won't bother you to just run around. And probably the most important thing, though, even beyond the shoes, is just to have a mind that's positive, that can say, like, you know, I'm gonna give this a good shot. Because if you come out here and you say, like, oh, I don't know, I'm afraid, this and that, you're not gonna get too far, and it's gonna seem like this horrible, horrible, hard thing that you can't do. But guys that come over here with a positive attitude, within a day or two, you know, they already grasp the basics and they're on their way to learning more.
What's the website address? Where can I go after this to find out more?
Yeah, if you're interested in learning more about parkour, you can go to www.PKTO.ca, and that's the Southern Ontario community.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Let's check it out.